So what keeps you loyal to your 5G provider? I mean, really think about it. You're probably thinking, well, it's the speed, right? Or maybe the price. But what if I told you the real reason you stick around has almost nothing to do with your monthly bill and everything to do with a corporate strategy you've never even heard of? A new study dug into this exact question, and honestly, what they found is pretty mind-blowing.
Our story starts in China, which, as you know, is a global powerhouse in 5G. They have poured a staggering amount of money into building this incredible, world-class network. But here's the paradox. Even with all that amazing infrastructure, the big telecom companies are really struggling to keep their customers. People sign up, sure, but they just don't stick around. So what's going on here?
Well, this exact problem caught the eye of some researchers. They decided to treat it like a mystery, even calling it the case of the wandering customer. Their mission was simple: figure out what truly makes a user stay with their 5G provider long after that initial excitement of faster speeds has worn off.
Now, to crack a case this complex, you can't just ask people, hey, why'd you switch? The researchers knew they had to go deeper, so they brought out their detective's toolkit, two really powerful theories from psychology. You can think of these as special lenses, or decoders, that help reveal the hidden reasons behind the choices we make every day.
So here are the two lenses they used. First up is something called the expectation confirmation model, or ECM. This one's pretty straightforward. It's all about satisfaction. It basically asks, did this 5G service live up to the hype? Did it meet my expectations? Then, on the other hand, you've got the value-based adoption model, or VAM. This is more of a classic cost-benefit analysis. It's you asking yourself, okay, are the benefits I'm getting from this really worth the money, the time, and the hassle?
All right, so with their psychological toolkit all ready to go, it was time for the researchers to leave the world of theory and get their hands dirty, gathering some real-world clues.
And they went big. This wasn't just a handful of people in one city. Nope. They surveyed 508 actual, real-life 5G users. And to make sure their results were solid, they gathered answers from people living in 30 different provinces all across China. This means the data isn't just a snapshot, it's grounded in a huge range of experiences.
So who were these 508 people? Well, it was a pretty diverse crowd. You can see the majority were younger adults, mostly between 18 and 35. A little over half were male, and the biggest chunk of them used China Mobile and lived in medium-sized cities. It's this kind of diversity that really gives the study's conclusions some serious weight.
Okay, so after crunching all those numbers and sifting through the data, the detectives uncovered their first huge clue. It turns out there are two universal things that drive our decision to stick with a 5G service, and this applies to everyone, no matter which company you're with.
It all boils down to these two psychological pillars. First, there's satisfaction. Simple enough. If your 5G experience is as good as or better than you hoped, you're probably going to stick around. And second, there's perceived value. You have to feel in your gut that what you're getting out of the service is genuinely worth it.
Okay, so when you hear words like perceived value and cost, your brain probably does what mine does and jumps straight to one thing: the price tag, the monthly bill. So common sense says that the key to making users feel like they're getting good value is just to be cheaper than the other guys, right?
Well, get ready for a plot twist. The data said, nope. In what is just a bombshell finding, the study revealed that the actual price people paid had no statistically significant impact on how much value they felt they were getting. It turns out we care about other things a whole lot more than just the cost.
And this is where the mystery gets really interesting. If it's not about the price, then what on earth is shaping our idea of value? Well, the answer is this incredible twist that connects our day-to-day experience on our phones to a super high-level business strategy that most of us have never even thought about.
Okay, so there are two ways these big companies build their networks. The first strategy is called co-investment. This is where firms that are normally competitors actually team up. They pool their money and resources to build and share the physical 5G towers and infrastructure. Think of it like a group of people chipping in to build one giant, amazing highway they can all use. It's collaborative, it saves money, and it can get the network rolled out faster.
And then you have the complete opposite approach: independent investment. This is the traditional go-it-alone model. These are the companies that say, nope, we're building our own highway. They build, own, and operate their entire 5G network all by themselves without sharing any of that expensive equipment with their rivals.
And right here, this is the core finding of the whole entire study. This is the big reveal. What we, the users, value most depends completely on which of those two strategies our provider is using.
If you're a customer of a co-investing company, one of the collaborators, the number one thing you value is ease of use. Simplicity is king. But if you're a customer of an independent, go-it-alone firm, you care most about functional benefits, all the cool stuff the service lets you do that makes you more productive or keeps you entertained.
So, wow, what's the big takeaway here? Why does any of this matter? Well, let's connect these fascinating dots back to the real-world business decisions that are quietly shaping our everyday lives.
It's really a tale of two completely different strategies. For those independent firms whose customers are chasing functional benefits, they should be shouting from the rooftops about their unique features, their exclusive services, and building a powerful brand. But for the co-investing firms, their focus should be laser-sharp on one thing: creating the most seamless, simple, and easy-to-use experience possible, because that's what their users care about most.
And this brings it all back to you and me. That's right, the design of your provider's mobile app, the features they're always promoting, the very words they use in their commercials. None of that is random. Your entire experience as a customer is being quietly shaped by these invisible, high-level business decisions you probably never knew were even being made.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. The next time you pick up your phone or open your favorite app or use pretty much any piece of technology, just take a second and wonder, what invisible business decisions, what hidden investment strategies are right now, in this moment, shaping this experience for me? The answer is probably more interesting than you think.